I'm married. I've been working in accounting for a year, and we found out we were pregnant with our first child. And this was exciting and nerve-wracking. I'm living in New York City, working full time, riding the subway every day, and let me tell you, those subway stairs, yeah. 9 months pregnant, climbing those things, and we had extra stairs at our station. I'm just gonna say that. Anyway, and now we're going to have a baby, but no big deal, right? All the other moms do it. They're able to drop their kids off at daycare and then work in high pressure jobs. I could do it too. Piece of cake. Our baby boy arrives, and all the emotions that come with a first child flood our hearts. You know what I discovered? That the other moms just didn't tell me. I didn't want someone else to raise my child. I wanted to be the one that spent the most time with him. So, for the last week of my maternity leave, I think I did cry every day. It did help that our office provided childcare for us. So he was just one floor below us, and I could still go during the day and feed him. So although this was the best of an unpleasant situation, like I understand, so I'm not knocking any of that. We had childcare provided. It was the best of a situation that I would just prefer not to have been in at all, but hey, that's life. Because I still wanted to be the one to raise him. I wanted to be the one that he took his first steps towards. I wanted to be the recipient of all of his baby smiles. This feeling didn't change with the passage of time. Did I get used to it? Of course. We can adapt and adjust to our circumstances and do what we need to do. Of course. But I was hoping to change it all the time. So a funny thing happened when I was out on maternity leave, enjoying all of my baby snuggles and the freedom of being a stay-at-home mom. I was hired for another job. So still with the same organization, just in a different department and a totally different role. And I was so excited to get out of the same thing every day grind. This new job offered challenges and something new. In this job, I overhauled the job description that I was given, and I also overhauled my boss's job description because I was able to do a whole lot more, or at least figure out how to do it. So, yeah, I totally was able to turn this job on its head. And so that's what I did. Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. I know I've given more chronological events, but it is necessary to now, for the context of feelings and thoughts and all of these things that were going through my mind as a work from home mom. So we're going to shift gears, and I'm just going to lump all of our jobs together, because even though we worked for different organizations and we had different job descriptions, they all had the same founder and were essentially connected. So we're just going to, at this point on, I'm just going to move forward and lump everything together, lump all these jobs together and talk about thoughts and feelings as a working mom. And so the first thing I want to talk about is the culture of a company matters. And as I was writing through this and thinking through it, I was thinking, I'm sure Simon Sinek has a video on company culture and how important it is. And although I didn't go searching for it, I can imagine what he would say. And what he would say would be the exact opposite of the company cultures we worked in. So the cultures could be described as the last man out the door was the most faithful and dedicated. And if you left the office on time, like quitting time was 6 o'clock or whatever it was, people looked at you and asked why you were leaving so early. So basically our lives were consumed by our jobs. Because again, my husband and I worked together. The whole time I worked in an office, we worked together. So this and your life being consumed by your job was seen as a good thing. If your life wasn't consumed by what you did, then there was something wrong with you. So, my goal with stating all of this and sharing this with you is not to point out the flaws of these organizations, because, like I said, they provided daycare. There was a lot of good things, but the culture of a company matters. And I want to give some context to the thoughts and feelings that were going on. Like, I was told that my job was 24/7. So that's just a point of fact.